What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Inked, back at it again with another video, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bells on so you can be notified of my videos, and leave a comment on the way out, y'all. We're going to get into, can you stay on the yard if you get removed in a California prison? So in prison, right, you got removals. Let me explain what a removal is for you that don't know. A removal means you fucked up. There's things that are called having bad paperwork, snitching, owing debts, not following regulations, going against the grain. There's a bunch of different reasons why somebody can get removed, but those are the key things, all right? So when people go to prison, they tend to try to hide things sometimes. There's people that have snitched, they got paperwork, they hide in the paperwork. Or there's people that go, they got addiction issues, and they become addicts, and they have debts, and they can't pay their debts. So not only that, you got people that don't want to listen to whoever's running the yard. They want to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like whoever's running it at that point is, making the right decision, saying the right thing. So they go against the grain, which could cause you to be removed, especially if you ain't tapped in with the right people. So a removal would be 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Basically, 2 people remove 1 person. Okay? Or 3 people remove 1 person. 2 people fight them, then you have a shooter. I've also seen 2 people with a piece. I've also seen 3 people with a piece, meaning 3 people that got weapons, 2 people that got weapons. They do it in all different ways. Whatever way they want to get this shit done is how it'll be done, depending on the degree of the fuck up or who this individual is. Now, mind you, if you hit a yard and you get in debt, right? Let's say you get in debt, you owe a bunch of money, they gave you 2 weeks to pay and you didn't. Okay, now they're going to have 2 hitters on you with a shooter. 2 hitters with a shooter. 2 people are going to jump you while another person got the thing, they got the piece, and they're ready to poke you up. So this shit right here is what you don't want to get yourself into in prison. Don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. Do not owe money. All right? Let me tell you firsthand how many times I've seen people get removed, stabbed, over owing money. Okay? So if it's at the point to where you owe money and you can't get out of it and you're about to be removed, just like somebody with bad paperwork, if they gets to the point that you get removed, you are not going to come back to the yard. You are not going to come back to the yard. So if it comes to the point that you owe all this money, you can't pay it back, you haven't paid it back in time, a lot of these people, a lot of these organizations ain't going to be happy. So therefore, they're going to remove you off the yard. And the reason why they're going to remove you off the yard is so it can ease the tension on the yard. So these other organizations ain't so mad sitting there looking at a dude that owes them money, spending money somewhere else or not giving them their money. It's going to cause a bigger issue. So it's easier to take care of the problem. Okay. Now, as far as fighting back good enough on the yard, or like, let's say it's coming, you got a piece. Hey, they send 1 dude, 2 dudes at you. You book them, and they're like, hey, that dude's fighting for his life. That dude right there, he's handling his own. Just because you do that does not mean you're going to be able to come back to the yard. It's a removal. Once the decision has been made to remove you, you are removed. You are not going to come back to that yard. Period. Let alone even be able to go to any yard. Have I seen it happen? Very small chance of somebody having the courage after they're hit or removed, especially you got some metal put up in you, and go to another yard and still try to function. Now, has it happened? From what I've heard, there are people that have done it. It'll probably be the smallest percentage, because 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers that get removed don't come back to the yard. They have a thing, I guess, where you could pay to come back to the yard. I don't know if they only do that with people that were in debt or people that just fucked up on the yard. They're not gonna do that with people that got bad paperwork, people that got certain charges that they're not supposed to have on these yards, which is anything to do with women and children. So we already know that. Now, mind you, if you have any of those things, snitch, bad paperwork, bad charges, there ain't no coming back from none of that. You're not gonna be able to come back from nothing of that sort. Now, as far as the debt, you owed some money or you went against the grain, some shit like that, you might be able to come back from. You might be able to clean it up, put in some work, something like that. There's a small chance that could happen, but the chance of somebody having the courage to actually do that is slim to none. You don't really come across doing time with a lot of these dudes that have done some shit like that, because more than likely they're a crash dummy now anyway. They're going to be in the hole, in and out the hole, in and out the hole, doing hole. That's just how it is. They're going to be used, So a lot of people know that already. So when it does come time, they get booked, they get removed, they're gone, man. They already know what it is. They've done time on the main line. So it's like some people, though, they don't give a fuck. They're going to keep going back and going back because they signed up for this and they're ready to die for it. But this whole conversation is change your life. Do something better. You don't want to give your life to this shit, man. You don't want to be stuck in these situations and going to prison, especially you youngsters. I've been through a lot of shit, man. Faced 2 life sentences, 10 years in California prison from level 4 to level 3, the shoe, all that, man. It's time for us to do something better, rise above. We could do anything, bro. We got social media, we got Instagram, Facebook, we got whatever now, bro. TikTok. So everybody watching this, man, stay out of prison, stay out of jail, stay out the streets, and stay motherfucking safe, y'all. It's your boy, I'm out.